Hey, what's up everybody? This is my review of Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Wheeljack. And here is Wheeljack, of course, in vehicle mode, looking really cool. And as you can see, it's got the red, green, and white color scheme, which is a very Generation 1 color scheme in terms of Wheeljack. The car itself looks really nice. It has a lot of angular design to it. You can see maybe here. It's not really a smooth surface. It's got a lot of angles to it, and looks really cool. And you can see here it's got the storage for the two swords here, and they do tab into place and store quite nicely. So that's really cool. The vehicle does roll really well, as you can see there. And in terms of a Generation 1 look, it also has this windshield here, which is very Generation 1 Wheeljack looking in design. So onto the weapons. These just unpeg from the bottom here. And you can, if you want to, attach them to the front. It's kind of a weird attack mode, if you will, but you do have this option, or this playability factor, if you want to. These will just tab into place. There you go. And there we go. This is an option for you. It reminds me a lot of a woolly mammoth's tusks, the way that the sword curves upward like that. So, it is what it is, but we'll put those to the side for now. And one more thing, you notice they have a peg hole here and a peg hole here. It just so happens that the mech tech weapons do fit in these little holes there. So you do have that extra playability factor of adding on your Dark of the Moon mech tech weapons. And it's kind of nice because, you know how that Transformer third parties, they'll release like weapons upgrade sets. Like for example, the most recent one is from the is for the leader class Ironhide figure. Well, you don't need that. You've got if you have some Dark of the Moon figures, you can just plug these in here and have some have a good old time there. So yeah, you do have that option if you do want to take advantage of that. So with that said, let's take a look at the transformation. First thing you want to do is you want to separate basically the side of the vehicle on both sides from this point on back. And the easiest way to get this out is just to grab onto here, unpeg it from there, unpeg it from the rear, and separate like that. So again, unpeg here, or untab rather, unpeg there, these go to the side. Now you're going to take this right here, pull that apart, and this will rotate back. And now we're going to focus on the legs. Split the legs here, and this piece gets rotated back like that. It looks like it's just 180 rotation backwards, like that. And you're also going to want to basically push this piece up here. You can see here there's a long metal pin. You're going to push this up like that and rotate like that. Again, push up, rotate like that. And you're going to eventually want to rotate the legs or the hips like so. So you have this gray colored part of the leg facing on the inside. And they tell you in the instructions to rotate these out here. Something that's easy to forget because it's kind of like, well, kind of small there, but you're supposed to rotate those out like that. And finally, you have the feet. So pretty cool leg transformation. Really, as far as I know, it's pretty unique. So it's pretty nicely engineered there. So we got that part taken care of. This part here, so you're going to want to actually rotate these up like that to about that position there. These get rotated down. Excuse me. And you can see here there are two slots here. And there's also a slot there. So you have 3 slots. And what that's going to correspond to is, let me see, let me rotate this. See, there's a head there. When you want to take this piece here, you want to push that up. See, it's kind of on a neat little mechanism there. that gets pushed up. And what you'll notice is there are corresponding tabs here. There's a tab here, here, and here, and they're all supposed to line up and tab into place. So you just kind of have to get it lined up. You can see how that tab is not quite lined up, so you have to adjust that by moving that piece up a little bit. There we go. And what that's going to do, it's obviously going to lock the torso into place, but it's also going to lock the shoulder piece here, or the piece that connects to the shoulder in place. Then what you want to do is you want to basically take the arms and get them situated like that. That's pretty neat. You can take a look over here too. Here's the side of the car, and you just pull out and away, and you have the arms. Now as for the forearm, this whole piece here is going to basically slide out like that, and then rotate around and tab back in place. Same exact thing over here. Rotate and tab back in place. Get the hand situated. And then finally, last step here is you want to rotate these out to the side. And there you have Wheeljack. This is Transformers Prime, Robots in Disguise, Wheeljack in robot mode. And looking pretty cool. Size comparisons, well, let's do more of a, I don't know, a visual comparison. Here is, I think it's Reveal a Shield, Wheeljack, or Generations, I can't remember which one. And of course, the original Wheeljack from the 1980s. So, as you can see, they definitely share a lot of similarities in terms of the overall style. You know, on all three of them, you got basically the hood, or sorry, the roof here for the chest, the windows on the side. In all cases, you have that type of look. So pretty cool. So I'll put these guys to the side. Oh, by the way, before I forget, you'll notice how even the Reveal a Shield or Generations Wheeljack, sorry, I can't remember which one it is, he has an actual shoulder-mounted cannon or rocket launcher. This guy, unfortunately, does not. So it's a bit unfortunate. I mean, you do get these nice blades, yes, but no homage to the actual weapons that the original Wheeljack used. Also, you'll notice also, as far as design elements, you have the wings here on the original G1. I'm referring to these pieces right here. And you have, of course, them in this version, and of course you have it in the Transformers Prime version. So pretty cool. Swords, they go very nicely in the hands. And he looks pretty cool with these weapons in hand. So posability, well, the head is on a ball joint. You've got lots of range of articulation there. And we can take a closer look at the head sculpt. It does have light piping, even though it's not really obvious here. You can see it has some dark blue translucent plastic there for light piping. Shoulder articulation, you got very nice shoulder articulation. Actually, you have two points of articulation. One point there, and it actually goes, kind of pivots back and forth like that. You can see there is a bend here and here. That's really due to the transformation, but that does lend to some poses like that, where you can get the sword pose going on like that with the sword or the arm bent back like that. You do have a little bit movement at the wrist, as you can see there, in and out, and just a little bit like that. Waist articulation, there is no waist articulation, but you do have the ball jointed hips, so he can get his leg up pretty far to the back, to the front, to the side, bend at the knee, and you have a ball jointed ankle there for this kind of articulation. So this is, like some other people have said, this is a well-engineered toy that Hasbro has produced. This is one of the most, in my opinion, the most well-engineered deluxe figures we've had in a long time. And, you know, it's a simple transformation, but it's fun. You know, so really nice figure. I like it a lot. And I'm glad I picked it up. I do want to just take just a brief moment here to thank my good YouTube friend Aries0083. He lives on the East Coast, and he lives in a larger city than I do, so he has a lot more retail stores such as Toys R Us, Walmart, and etc. So he was able to pick this up for me, and I do appreciate that. And let me just take a look and see if we can actually have him hold the mech tech weapons. Yeah, look at there. That looks pretty pretty gangster right there. I like that. So he's got just a standard mech tech port can be held in his hand. Other thing you can do if you want to is you can have like things like that on his shoulder, which is kind of cool actually. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks all right. But you know, you do have that playability as well. So yeah, definitely. Gosh, this is one of the better figures I've gotten in the deluxe size for a long time. So definitely it's a recommended buy, I think so. So there you go. I guess one other thing I can mention is he does have a little bit of window kibble here. There's no way to fold this up. But in a way, I kind of like it. It reminds me a lot of, you can kind of pretend this is some kind of Energon blade. So like if he's doing a body slam and he can come down and slice people with his Energon blade. That's just how I think about it. I know that's just a window, but since it doesn't fold up, I kind of like to think about it like that. You know, as some kind of Energon blade that mounts underneath his forearm. That's just how I think, I guess. And just a quick look at the packaging here. Transformers Prime with a nice picture of Wheeljack. Alright, well thanks for watching. This has been my review of Transformers Prime, Robots in Disguise, Wheeljack. Thanks for watching.